Hello! I would love if you guys would give me the, your blessings to finish this taco, if that's cool. I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna finish my taco so y'all can just keep talking. God damn it, I just started the timers that I'm muting. Fuck! Oh! This is actually... Bro! A big no. How did I miss a plate? A massive shot of like taco sauce. Just sprayed all over my nice clean mouse pad. It's like all white. Fuck! That's never coming out. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna keep eating my taco. Oh, I really like this mouse pad. Damn it. I'm gonna finish my taco. Okay, thanks guys. Sorry for being late. Setup took me a little while, longer than expected, because I forgot that I had to reset all my camera settings because it freaked out. Anyway, we're here. I'm gonna look a little sweaty on face cam. I just got back from playing basketball like half an hour before this moment. Ago would be a good way to phrase that. Half an hour before this moment. So I'm hot and sweaty. But get some water. Okay. Holy shit. Ghosty Catnip. 5 gifted subs. That's so kind. Thank you. I hope you people who received one are grateful. Okay. You better be. My 6'2" ass loves basketball. It's true. It's true. Alright. Pause the music. Turn my headphones to the absolute minimum. We're going Danganronpa mode. Shit is so loud. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Here's the thing. We played about an hour and a half total. There's a lot of distractions. A couple weeks ago. So loud still. Crazy. And if you missed it, you might be thinking to yourself like, oh, reflex wicked. You might be thinking to yourself like, oh no, I missed it. Shit, I missed so much. I'm going to be so behind. Thankfully, you don't need to worry about that. Because nothing happened. Nothing at all. Hi, everybody. My hair's it's like soaked in sweat and hot. Hold on, my fan's playing exactly. So overheated. Okay. But yeah, you missed nothing. So no worries at all. Literally just nothing happened. Like I'm desperately trying to remember what happened, and all I remember is that there was this long, drawn-out scene in the bathhouse of them talking about like all of the info that alter ego got about the mastermind, and the big conclusion was that it's a man in his mid-30s and he's somewhere in the school. And it was supposed to be a huge reveal. So you're like, wait, he's in the school? Music is too loud, by the way, because like Jesus Christ. He's in the school? It's like, yeah, probably. Anyway. Whatever. Okay. Press start. Hifumi, do not miss you. I miss doing your voice because it was fun. And also you kind of made things interesting, which is better than... So I guess I do in a twisted way miss you a little bit. Alright. Back at it. Put my glasses on. I don't know what we were talking about. So I don't know what he's pissed about. I just know he's pissed. What were we talking about? Shut up. Let me turn it up. There we go. I'm not finished questioning her.
come on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do?
Oh, that's right. Sakura just revealed herself. Okay. I'm good now.
I was told to kill one of my friends.
It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words.
I see.
The way this game spaces out letters is so busted.
I see. So even now, you've taken aim at our lives.
Wrong.
You're wrong, I'm telling you. Sakura would never do that.
You don't have to yell. We can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's
Girl, you kill
terrible.
people. It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait. Please, stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that?
By destroying the mastermind.
Heat. She's gonna die. What?
I...
The second she's becoming an interesting character, they're gonna kill her off. I hate this game. They're gonna kill her off, or they're gonna kill Toko off. Or Byakuya. I'd honestly not be surprised if Byakuya died in this chapter. Because they're gonna keep Hina alive. Because she's bringing nothing to the table. And they love those characters. Same with, well... I don't even know. I forgot about the clairvoyant dude. He's a true wild card. I have no idea what they're going to do with him. Because he's kind of like straddling the middle ground between like a joke character that they'll kill off as fodder or someone who'll survive because he's not interesting. So, I don't know. I don't know. I hope Sakura doesn't die. But they love killing the fun chapters, so... Characters, I mean. So, you know. Stock is falling.
I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility.
Hold on. What do you mean if you both go down? Okay. Takeaway right now. Sakura, I swear to God, the mastermind better be non-binary. Because if not, give us the fucking pronouns. If you're defecting, we need information. I guess she knows that she'll die if she reveals anything. I don't know. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Hina.
Woke mastermind. That's right.
Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this.
What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well,
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
but
Sakura! Kiss,
sorry.
please. It's... Oh.
I'm sorry.
Sakura vaporized away from us and left the gym. And then... bedtime. Lit.
This is as such, okay?
Oh my god, why do they play it every time? Why do they play it every time? Why can't it just be ding dong bing bong and then the characters say like, well, it's bedtime. Nighttime. Why do you have to play that every time? It doesn't matter.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
Like rips off his jacket and there's this comically large sleep gown and teddy bear.
I'll be retiring if you need me.
no way.
Hold on. This whole thing with Sakura is...
don't make me repeat myself.
Over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible.
No! Sakura is not our enemy. The government is our enemy. Why? Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know she really was.
What is this?
Oh yeah, this is
Calm
blowing
down.
her mind. Let it go for now, Ina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
Girl, please.
Anyway,
Go to your room. Go to your room right now. Cool down and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. I don't know, she looks pretty cool already. Added permitted term, killed the twink. Yeah, I'm cool with that. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood. We were honestly glad the day was over. Same, dude. Another day is another chance that the story progresses. Sakura is the spy? Something that I learned last chapter and saw with my eyeballs? She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy. But he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How?
Start dishing out little pamphlets. Monokuma Theater, literally up yours, dude. Wait, no, he said baseball. Oh, okay, never mind. He pulled me in for a second. He pulled me in for a second. That actually just like, that made like a neuron in my brain fire. I saw baseball player written in text and I was like, it's embarrassing. Okay, anyway. Why are we still leaving the lint roller on the floor in other news? I didn't even notice that. Boy, we know. Look at that. From the murder, it's still there. You can just pick it up off the ground. Because, like, that shouldn't have been your takeaway from the first case. Of him lint rolling the entire floor and being like, that was a good call. This guy knows his stuff. Okay, well, anyway. I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. Yeah! Let's move it. Optimal angle. Did you see that? Pretty good. Second game's the best, hands down. That's what everyone's saying. I'm not playing it. I don't want to do all this again. Makoto, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a dullard. You're here on time. Toko? Byakuya? What are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here.
Refuge.
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the masterminds too.
The mastermind. Are you talking about Sakura? She's hot. She is not a tool, all right? And if she's any tool, you best believe she's a hoe, baby. And I want her. That's when I finally noticed. No, she's independent. She would kill me. She would break me over her knee like a stick. Which, you know. That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is, if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against the threat.
Threat?
What is this?
Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair.
Unfair?
The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the mastermind upsets the balance.
What the heck?
It's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid?
This is his breaking point.
No one's ever called me that before. This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey.
Holy shit. Before you get too far into your argument. What argument? Oh, okay. She meant like they're fighting. I interpreted that as like she's talking to Hina and saying like before Hina gets too far into her argument in like a debate sense. And I was like, dog, I don't think she has an argument. She just called him a stupid idiot. Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
However.
Why the fuck do you care what that dude said? He says not. Have you listened to Monokuma Theater? That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
In other words.
In other words, this right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
But.
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just exactly what I'm doing, like literally exactly. I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she really can beat the mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind.
What are you saying?
Idiot! You'd really ask her to do something so dangerous? Nobody asked her to do shit! What is wrong with you? She said she's going to. She said, I'm going to kill the mastermind, and then didn't show up today. No one's forcing her to do anything. These are context clues, babe. I really don't understand. Whatever. What if something terrible happens to her? I don't know.
Interesting.
It wouldn't matter.
What?
If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest.
Did Aoi get him? New drawing?
Yes!
Hell?
Shoo!
That was lit, by the way. They're still going. What happens if I don't do anything? Oh. I was really hoping he would just leave.
You disgust me. You're a monster.
Let him know. Toko's pissed in the
To
background.
say something like that,
I think she actually probably enjoys it.
it
It
should
doesn't
have
matter.
been you. You should have been the one to die.
Hell yeah. Let him have it.
I should have died. Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead, try it, if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Wow. Okay. I love the slap, but let's not, Honestly, you can kill him. We will still vote for you and you will die, but I'd be fine with that. That's a trade I'm willing to make 10 times out of 10. Hina, calm down.
That's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants. It's exactly... and it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want.
What's wrong? Lost your nerve?
I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off.
That stupid cow. How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths, no 1,000,000. So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it.
What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word of warning, someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you. Hard.
I don't have time to play with
And I will happily elude its attempts.
That was pretty fire, by the way. I like that.
So, how about we, eat? Maybe now's not a good time.
You know?
Okay. Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms one by one. Okay. Woo! Happy music time. So what should I do today? Huh? Yay! I don't want to do free time anymore. I hate free time. Alright, where is everybody? They're going to be on the top floor, like, definitely. Fourth floor, here we go. We got Hiro, we got Kiyoko. I want Kiyoko to be nice to me again. She hates me now. So let's work on that. Okay, so she could be legit anywhere. Just, allegedly she's in the hallway, did it say? Yeah, bang. Do you want to hang out? I know you're mad at me.
anyway.
I'm busy. I don't have time to waste. Okay. Well. This sucks. This legit sucks. They took away all the fun ones, and now this game is boring. Free time is my favorite bit. I kind of got bored during the trials. No hatred to you, obviously, because everything is subjective, but that is something that I cannot wrap my mind around, because as far as I'm concerned, the trials are the only content of the game. Maybe I'm just maybe I just suck. I'm sure someone's gonna cite that as me having low emotional intelligence like y'all always do. But I look forward to the trials because it's shit goes down and it's fun to have some sort of deductive thought instead of just watching all these characters talk about nothing. I don't get it. I'm jealous, if anything.
Oh, hey, Makoto.
I should invite you to my streaming area and have you just take care of free time. And then I'll just sub in when the trial starts. I feel like we could make a really productive business relationship. We'll discuss this. I'll send you a business email. We can collab. Well, Makoto. What's going on? I'm just hanging out with Hiro for a while, I guess.
Well,
Want to go grab a bite to eat in the dining hall? I'll teach you where all the best power spots are. This dude's gonna find my prostate. Hiro taught me all about the best power spots. Okay. Hiro and I grew a little closer together. I'll give you a present. What'd you like to give him? I don't know. Oh, sea salt. I felt like he loved it. Oh, I already gave him that. I gave it to him, I remember, because I thought, like, not only does it match his color scheme, but also sea salt for, like, divination circles. Maybe he'd like it, and then he didn't. Maybe he just like chips, bro. Sonic Cup of Noodle? Like Sonic the Hedgehog? He likes gems and shit. So maybe the diamond he'd enjoy. Jimmy Decay, a camera, ray gun, and golden gun. The Squirmel that I gave Leon, rest in peace. Golden airplane is cool. It looks like balloons tower defense. Pretty globe, a moon rock. The fun plane. Tips and tips. Gave him the water fruit already because it looked like a bomb. Maybe he'd like these dolls. Fuck it, right? I have 2 flashlights as well. Yeah, you're getting the dolls, brother. Damn it! Ugh. Wonder how much I could give for this at the pawn shop. Kidding. I appreciate it, really. Does that mean you liked it? Probably not.
Well?
Hey, Makoto. Oh, God, the music. Here we go. Are you familiar with Kamata? It's a tiny little suburb in Tokyo, right? Right? I didn't see the question mark. It's a tiny little suburb in Tokyo, right? Yeah, I've heard of it. What about it? Well, don't tell anyone I told you this, but they appear there. Huh? What does? Umas. Umas are, I think, unidentified marine object. Thurman? I don't fucking know. Is it going for like UFO, but like different? Who cares?
I'm right.
Yeah, okay. And, Uma is basically an animal version of that. I shouldn't have to tell you any more than that, right? Yeah, definitely not. Sorry. You're talking about cryptids, right? Oh, unidentified mysterious animals.
You know?
You got it. And it just so happens they've been appearing in little old Kamata. What kind of cryptids?
How about that?
The terrifying skyfish. In the West, they're usually just called rods. They can fly and they have a thin body and a big wide fin. They can move their fins in a wave pattern, which lets them move faster than the naked eye can see.
Could it be?
You ever heard of the Anomalocaris? Some people think that's what the skyfish evolved from. Okay. And some others think they're an artificial life form, a genetically engineered military superweapon. Isn't that scary as hell? But what would they be doing in Tokyo? And in Kamata, no less. Nobody knows, but I think they're dangerous. You know how close Kamata is to Haneda Airport, right? I don't want to wait till it's too late. I've been thinking I should call all the airlines. They need to know there's a way to get rid of those damn skyfish, and I know what it is. As long as they can pay my fee, I can keep things safe for them. That's what I'm going to tell them. Okay. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I see a lot of jail time in your future if you do. That's pretty funny. Oh, I think I hurt his feelings. Sorry. Plus, isn't that like super occult? I just don't understand. Here's a report card has been updated. I feel like I'd understand these free time events more if I understood Japanese and was reading the original Japanese and understood like Japanese folklore, but I don't. So once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. Because I don't know, like, colloquially what the line is drawn between the occult and, like, what he does. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand. Oh, my God. I threw out my back, like, 2 days ago, and I definitely just re-aggravated it playing basketball. Ow! Get some water. Okay. Lock up, baby, lock up. Come on. Come on. All right. We're fine. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like I'm just... No. I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. We're going to do compromise from now on. Every free time, we're going to do one. We're going to do one discussion and one bed. We're going to compromise. Because as many people as there are who hate the idea of skipping free time and will whine about it, there's also a lot of people in the same camp as me who just want to get on with the story. So I think this is our good compromise. We're going to do one, go out, give a gift, have a conversation, and then one, go to bed. One bed, one sleep. Ding dong bing bong. It's nighttime again. I did nothing!
It's a school announcement.
I did
It is
actually
now
nothing.
10 p.m. As soon, okay.
Nothing happened. Nighttime already. Wow. Time sure flies when you're I don't even know. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Monokuma Theater is going to happen tonight, and that's worse than someone dying, dude. Wants a shrimp. I said no. Okay, but how you heard her? Of course, the crab, monkey. What I'm saying, wait, and I hate these scenes.
Good morning, every kid.
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Yes, I will leave the area. Ooh-wah! Ooh-wah! Huh? Was that someone screaming? Is someone down with the sickness? I think it came from the dining hall. Oh! Something's happening! It's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be nothing happening. Nothing's gonna be happening. Makoto! We've got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look! His fingers shook as he pointed.
Hina!
Has she been cut?
Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her.
No, she didn't.
Genocide Jill killed Hina.
No, she didn't.
You gotta be kidding!
No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked a pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze.
You SOB!
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. What is happening? Top 10 least favorite things I've ever looked at with my eyeballs. This sprite is probably number 7. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? Your collarbone?
Adorable.
Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys, just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Ew. Okay, then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, hero, help me. Sure thing. Woo. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. Look at that. It's already over. The thing that was maybe something happened. It's nothing. It was nothing happened. It's over. And now she's smiling and fine. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic! Oh my gosh! That just makes you sound even more hostile. I slipped into this weird S thing with Hero, and I'm enjoying it, so I'm gonna keep it. There was a while where I really did not have a voice for this dude, and it was kind of changing every time. But I'm having fun with the whistle S's. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a fight. React! And I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura.
What?
At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have the time left to live your life. Amen, sister. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
Serious.
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose. Oh, and when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because of the wonderful things she does. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. Are you crying? So uncool. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, somebody died finally, please. The door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges, Sakura found out. And there she stood before us. Hina? Sakura! You're hurt. What happened? I could smell your blood from across the school.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal. Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault. Damn. To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone but hurt her. What is this? What is this? Okay. I'm okay, really. It was just a scratch. Yeah, okay. She basically said that. She also basically said that. Close. Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this.
He didn't do it. Somebody save me. Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... What's going on?
Hey.
Never mind. What's all this noise about? Kiyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
It would seem...
I gather that something happened. You are so insufferable sometimes. Again, I like Kiyoko. I do like Kiyoko. But she can be so insufferable. Like, yeah, no shit. I gather that something happened. Yeah, way to go, dog. Jesus Christ. Kiyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait, Sakura! Just see her outside like... with like an expo marker. Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Do you watch Bakugan? Kiyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier. Doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words...
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. I guess. To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
What?
Because
ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted. She's blushing! Aww. You're still annoying. You're still annoying me, by the way. You're not going to completely win me over. That does help a lot. I forgive you a lot. But anyway. Huh? Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. Do you think, I'm just so curious. I wonder if a survey has ever been taken for people's favorite character from this game. Would looking that up spoil me about something? Probably. Probably. I'm just so curious. Like, what is the public's, like, what are the most popular favorite characters? Yes, it would. Yeah, I'm not doing it. But, like, after this game, I am going to look that up because I'm very curious. Are we done? I don't remember what was happening. Oh. Okay. That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I can't. My brain's trying to protect me. I want to talk to you about something else. Okay, girl. What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. The bathroom?
So,
Where? Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but...
Shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? Okay. With her typical indifference, Kiyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. They're gonna copulate! It's true. Kiyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. Girl, wait! You're so fast! She walked ahead in silence. And in silence, I chased her. And eventually we arrived at the boys' bathroom Never mind. The dressing room? So the something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right. It has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter ego. Why do you always do that, by the way? Why do you always say huh to every... Can't you just listen to me? Or say okay? Why are you always so like, Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Wants to ask us? Okay, almost. Alter ego wants to ask us something? And what might that be? Hello? Hello, Alter ego here. Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kiyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. She's just rubbing the... Are you gonna, like, type anything, or... Oh, I didn't see the question. Oh, I put in auto. Shit. Okay, looks like I missed nothing. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kiyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? Alright, I missed nothing. Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What? Kiyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied. Why? Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I've finished my work. I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. This game loves having people almost read their lines. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to this school's network. I hate that there are 3 separate characters who use Master on the regular in this game. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kiyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow, because, you know, they're my friends, I guess. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Well, you are AI, so... I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. Not you two, brother. It was just too committed. Too admirable. Too... fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You said what the difference is between a... You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kiyoko, that's some stupid shit. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
God, this stain is going to make me cry my eyes out. Let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now.
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in the situation? If you saw everyone else fight... We get it! If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up and rise up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend?
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
Oh, said it. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please let me try.
Listen.
Okay. And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might one place.
That's right.
Remember, one place? The one place is real? Remember? God, I'm having trouble. There's another place. The secret room. God. That's it! The secret room you told me about. Why you screaming, boy? They can hear you. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. You'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Are we going to get to the trial this stream? What are you, fucking crazy? We're not going to get to the trial until 45 streams from now, dude. At this rate, at least. I'm going to have a chocolate-covered espresso bean. Because it's times like these that call for a treat. My bad, King. You're right. I tend to be. Nom, nom. I'm finished chewing. I love these things. Just the little dark chocolate coffee beans. Yum, yum, yum. Got them from Wegmans. Okay. Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko? Are you still mad at me? In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's
What is
true.
that? What? Okay, then. I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little clamped for... I'm so embarrassing, dude. I'm such an embarrassment. The L's and the R's, bro. I was so clearly meant to have a lisp, and it, like, skipped me, like, Final Destination style. Because I just can't do R's and L's, man. I can't do it. I'm honestly pleasantly surprised that people didn't dogpile like they usually do. So that makes me feel better. It's going to be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? There's a bear with us. Anyway. We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. What do you mean it tickles? You're a computer program. Shh! You can't talk right now! I hated that. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Oh. Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden. I didn't know how to react. I hate that Makoto's enjoying himself, man. In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there.
however,
Was that supposed to be my line? Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
It's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Together? Why? He like waits until she walks ahead of him, quietly opens it. All right, now transfer $100 into Daddy's Venmo. Have y'all seen the video of that dude who paid for like a woman's gas so that she would walk on him with high heels on the ground outside of the gas pump? Legitimately the most depraved shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I believe they're called pay pigs. It's like relentlessly financially supporting someone so that they will like dominate you, I guess, and walk on you with heels in public on concrete, like cigarette butt covered concrete outside of a gas pump. Man. Okay, where are we going? Secret room? It was in the boys' bathroom. I don't remember where it was. Somewhere in the school. It's the Despair Hotel. This is the exit. Where's the potty house? There's... Okay, here we go.
Just a second.
Oh. This isn't where we need to go.
Hey,
Was it the girls' bathroom?
just a second. Hey,
Huh? Was maybe it was one on a different floor. That's the girls' bathroom.
just a second. Hey. Hey,
There we go. Hey, Makoto.
why?
Why are you... Did you seriously have to try 4 times? Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. To make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Yay! Closet.
Yeah, they're all still gone. Yeah, the secret room, it's gone. All of it, all the info. Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay. First, we have to find a network cable. Well, is it in the drawers? According to Kiyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Bang! Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. There's not much work. You just... Done. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. Hide it, bro! And that should do it. Put it in the corner or something.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. Chihiro ended up being the MVP of this game, I think. Because I feel like Alter Ego is going to end up coming into play like a lot more later down the line. So, shout out Chihiro for being like the only useful one here. And me, because I've been running these fucking trials, dude. And Kiyoko, I guess. She found the secret room. Respect. Respect. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're going to get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends. Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto. Thank you. Thanks. Thank
Makoto.
you. Thanks. How'd it go? Well, you went okay, but all the documents, were gone. Just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kiyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Kiyoko!
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split up.
Why is
Are we
that?
are we taking a break? Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you doing? What are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done. It's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we...
so
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why alter ego.
correct.
All we can do is wait. Believe in our friends. Yeah, don't say that shit out loud. You're right. It's our only option. Ad break. Okay, so, you know, something's happening. It's moving along. I'm going to run an ad real fast. I'm going to find some bird footage to throw up. Bird watching. Oops, it broke. Bird watching. I gotta mute this or I'm gonna get another copyright strike. Alright, be right back. I will munch on my little chocolates for the next 2 minutes or so. And it's gonna be dead silent because I get copyright struck if I let birds chirp on my live stream. All right, let me get one more of these little beans. And the Red Sox just put out their lineup for tonight, so I'm gonna look at that on Twitter. Crochet Day, Fenway Greens, literally a dream come true.
Rob Rev Snyder leading off. Bro, I love it. Okay, so Jaren Duran's getting a day off for the first time, like, ever. Rev Snyder in left, and then Devers, Romy. Abraham Torres at third. Interesting. I kind of don't mind this. Rev Snyder, Devers, Romy, Narvaez, Roman Anthony, Trevor Story, Abraham Toros, Sadon, Christian Campbell. Yeah, this makes sense. Giving Meyer a start on the bench, I think makes sense. We can pinch hit if we need him to. Love it. Love it. Good lineup. Okay. Swaggy Swag, so excited. They're playing against the Yankees today at 7, so I will be there. All right. Let's get after it.
Let's get after it.
I feel like I were American, I'd go insane for baseball. What's stopping you? You can still go insane for baseball. It's fun. It's fun to watch. You can be a baseball fan without going to any of the actual games. I'm a diehard Red Sox fan. I never go to their games because I live so far from Boston. You can enjoy it. People used to move back in the field for me in rounders, not to flex. That's pretty, I don't know, that's pretty fire. Going to a Red Sox game tomorrow, legitimately devastated that I'm not you. I need to go to a Red Sox game so bad. So bad. I'm at Fenway Park so rarely. I really hope they turn their season around and we get some exciting baseball later in the year, because then I can make some little Boston trips and watch some games. Ow. Ow. Okay. Let's play. I'm pausing the bird live stream. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. That I did. Been to T-Mobile? I have not. Seattle's just really far from everything, so that's probably going to be one of the last ones that I hit on my all parks journey. I'm kind of tired, so I lay down in bed. It's a good call. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I had completely dozed off. Huh? Yeah, okay, coming. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Is it Kyoko? Is it Kyoko?
Makoto.
It's Kyoko. Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was as white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. Did Sakura die? I love Sakura, but it does also move the plot along. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. I knew a death was going to happen in the rec room. She must have died. Sakura's going to be dead in there. Like, faux show. Rattle, rattle. Can't get the door open. Is it locked? Can we peep through the window, please? Kyoko, how do I look through the window? Can you give me a boost? I can't reach. I'd better hear what Hina has to say. Why is this is what confused me so much about the game. Why is the camera so low? Is Makoto truly like only about 4 feet tall? He's not. Because when they're all lined up for the trial, he's like about the same height as everybody else. Why is the camera so low to the ground? Does he have a GoPro on his wee-wee? Like, I don't understand it. Why are we on Wiener Cam? Okay, can I please enter the god? Okay, I guess I should talk to you. What's up, Hina?
Huh?
Makoto, Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There's a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside, and when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
It didn't do the long-ass animation, though, when you do a death discovery.
So this is probably a fake out death, which is making me angrier. Because it's like, for the love of God, somebody die so we can move the game along. What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and then I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. Yeah, we saw. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name. She wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we going to do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? If we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? And why?
It would seem.
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words.
Why does he do that? Chair? Is it the chair? Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in?
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Well, now we're getting somewhere fun. Okay, I'll get someone to break it with. Wait right here. Okay. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Legitimately just like a fierce war going on in my brain and heart right now. I can't tell if I'm hoping she's alive or dead. Because I like her, and so fundamentally I'm hoping she's alive because she's great. But I also really hope she's dead so we can, like, do the fucking trial. But, I mean, I think I'm more hoping she's alive because it's just going to make me so angry if they keep perpetuating the cycle of a character finally becoming interesting and then they are immediately killed off. It's like, dude, finally there was some intrigue, and if she gets picked off, it's going to get even more boring somehow in this cast of characters. Like, good God. Good God. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kiyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please.
Come on, please, hurry! Okay, you two stand back. Took a hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. No, at the window. Aiming directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit. Bang. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling. You're going to cut yourself, dude. No way it would break clean. Started jostling the chair, leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. But the moment I landed my hand... Oh my god. She is dead. Oh, she's smiling. All I felt was cold death. Okay. I am mad. I think I am mad. Because once again, I do not understand the writing philosophy of this game. Why are you surgically removing the only interesting personalities? You are shooting yourself in the foot down the line. You're making the rest of the game so much more boring. Why do they keep doing this? I just don't understand it. I just do not. I wish I did. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then, the ding-dong happened. My God.
A body has
Yeah,
been
you're
discovered.
fucking nuts if you think I'm ever playing the second game. I mean, I can see it as a possibility, but it would be a while down the line. A while down the line. This fucker with his glass, these cutscenes play so often, this dude's gonna get burned into my monitor.
After a certain amount of time.
Yeah, we know, brother. We know. Maybe a blind puppy in hell did have more of a future than us. Good God.
Sakura's.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sakura's dead.
All right. Obviously, the easiest prediction here. People like when I do a prediction right after a body is discovered. It's the obvious thing, but last time the obvious thing was correct. Celeste was like the super obvious pick and ended up being right. It's Hina, man. Like, that's what everything's pointing at. They might do a subversion, but they didn't last time, so I gotta stick to my guns. Hina makes by far the most sense with how this game's writing works. Objectively. Because they love doing the like, oh, it's the last person you'd expect. Or like, we're going to give these characters a new interesting dynamic. And then they both die. Because that happened in Chapter 2. Mondo and Chihiro were both doing like twin character arcs and hanging out together a lot. Both dead. Chapter 3. Taka and Hifumi fighting over the laptop. Both dead. And then now it's more been Byakuya. It's been like Byakuya, Hina, and Sakura have been in the center of it all. So it's probably going to be either Hina or Byakuya, but it's probably going to be Hina. Because I'm sure they'd also love doing like that. They loved each other, but then they died. I'm going to say Aoi killed Sakura on accident. That's my call. Aoi killed Sakura without meaning to. Somehow. It seems stupid in principle, but that's this game. So. Anyway.
She's really dead?
Afraid so, my friend. I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. Well, that's a shame. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kiyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. Yeah, plus this is a different reaction than she usually has. Usually she screams and cries. So I think there's more going on behind the scenes here. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. You haven't seen blood yet, right? You have not. So it's probably something internal. Also, yeah, she's incredibly strong. If she died from anything, it would probably be like a substance, like some sort of drug. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. Yeah, because there's no external wounds. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. Look at how compressed she is in the front, right behind me. Look at this. Boing, boing. Boing, boing. Am I annoying? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. She loves when I do that. And after I don't know how long. I got everyone. Oh, ogre.
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kiyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault.
It was one of you, Hiro Byakuya Toko. One of you killed Sakura. What? Okay. You're accusing us before we'd even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it.
You know it.
I know it.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on.
He's here every time, brother.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file.
That's right. It's the next Monokuma file. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours.
Ew.
Now then, with that,
Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura?
Say what?
Huh?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and
In
then...
other words,
Then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight.
Water break. Okay. Oh, wait, I got text.
Hold on. Check the message.
All right.
Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one?
Oopsie. Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one? The fuck?
Forgive you.
Owes them one? What the hell? I hate him. Hate this whole thing. Oh, I hate that. What the? This whole thing. Owes it. What the hell? Fuck.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura.
Yeah, you said this, brother.
She was working for the mastermind, after all.
How can you say that now?
Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead.
Then let's decide who will stand guard this time.
Oh, that's right, 'cause she always did it. I'll do it. You know, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina's guard number one, but we need one more. Kiyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? We need her for investigating, bro. She's like the MVP of this whole game.
You're always the thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order.
An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Why are you letting him walk all over you? I guess he's just embarrassed because she keeps figuring more shit out than he does, and he wants to exclude her so he can try and be the one in charge this time.
Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we?
Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is?
Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
What?
It's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Again, man, this is pointing to Hina being the killer. Because, like, this game, every trial in this game is the same. Every single trial starts with them narrowing it down to a list of suspects right off the rip, and then it's none of those. That's how it goes every time. So, the truly most surprising thing this game could do would be to make Kiyoko the killer, but I feel like that's too far. That would be too unsatisfying to kill her now. Because they want it to be unsatisfying, like, and a surprise, without actually completely kneecapping the rest of the game. And killing Kiyoko here would kneecap everything. So it definitely can't be her. Like, and if it is, this is truly the worst game I've ever played in my life. So Hina is still my guess, man. I still think it's Hina.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. That's a weird voice line. Why did it come in so late? Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here.
Well, it appears further discussion with you. Blah, blah, blah. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You both useless anyway.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid.
Okay. And you, hero? Do you really object?
If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided!
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request.
But
Hey,
We have to find out who killed Sakura,
correct.
for those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, guess that's okay.
But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
It's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. The thing I've been thinking about more than anything is the fact that she's smiling. To me, that is like the biggest hint that it's probably Hina. Genuinely. Because I'm like trying to think. And I feel like that aids to that theory. I don't care. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of hopeless hope. Stupid ass dialogue. We have no choice but to just do it. Investigation start. Never mind, I was wrong. Oh, no, they were just doing a fade out for literally no reason. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Okami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. Well, what time is it right now? It says daytime all the time. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's a clock right there, bro. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. Oh, so there was an injury. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Okay, it was a poison thing. It was some sort of drug. What if... No. No, because it probably wouldn't have been fatal. Okay. All right. I'm processing. I have some ideas, but I'm going to keep them to myself for now. Okay. All right. Seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Technically, suicide is illegal. Okay, all right. Because I was thinking that through. I don't remember the like little Monokuma rules very well. But, because I was imagining like... I think something that would like line up really well with both the file of there being a blow to the head as well as the vomiting of blood. And the fact that she's smiling. More the fact that she's smiling. That's the thing I've been thinking about the most. I think it would make sense if suicide was allowed. That was actually what I was just thinking about. Is what if Hina either tried to kill her or accidentally hurt her or something, and that's the blow to the head. So Hina right now thinks that she's the Blackened, but then Sakura poisoned herself so that Hina wouldn't be the Blackened and die. That's what I was thinking. But if suicide isn't allowed, then nay. What is this going on with my eye? I have like a triangle. It's a perfect triangle of like a blind spot right now. But not like a migraine blind spot. It's like one of those weird light ones. I just don't know why it's a perfect triangle. Who cares?
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. I mean, how can they stop suicide? I just don't know, like, how would they do the punishment afterwards? I don't think it's a suicide. That was like an idea for a second, but I feel like it would go against this game too much. Because I know that it would make sense that they love to do like a subversion type thing of it's like, oh, it's a suicide. But like, I don't think they would do it. I think what's going to happen in the trial is that everyone gangs up on Hina thinking Hina did it. And there's evidence that proves Hina did it. Hina then like confesses, but then it's proven that people change their mind and are like, well, here's a bunch of proof that Sakura killed herself. And then Monokuma, like, the big twist of the trials, Monokuma said she didn't, it's not allowed. And then it was some random third party. That's new theory. I'm going to say Hero now. Well, I'm going to say Byakuya. I'm going to say Byakuya. I'm going to say Byakuya is going to be executed. I'm going to say Hina is prime suspect, then prime theory. I don't think they're actually going to think she did it because I don't think evidence is going to point to her doing it. I think Hina's going to be the suspect. We're going to have to give a bunch of reasoning for why it's not Hina and for why it's probably a suicide, but then it's not going to actually be a suicide. It's going to be Byakuya killing her. That's my guess. Okay. So if the door's blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, that's more stuff that supports the idea that it was a suicide. There's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? Guess you might see this kind of thing a lot. Fuck. I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. That confuses me. But could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this? I just think like Kiyoko dropping that line about this attitude's going to come back to bite you hard is like really obviously pointing towards him dying in this chapter. And then like next chapter is going to be a lot about Toko like dealing with his death. I feel, the more I think about it, the more confident I am that Byakuya is going to die at the end of this chapter. So final answer, Byakuya as the Blackened. That's my guess. Okay. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
Hey.
Yes? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Not especially. It's kind of in the name. Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first is when the locked room is created after the crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victims inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door or something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
He's just like he like has no idea what she's talking about. Just doesn't want to embarrass himself. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden. Oh, that's interesting. They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
it's true.
Not really, though. Because Hino is outside. Yeah, that one actually is the only one that, like, for sure can't be possible. What are you talking about? Because Hina was already outside when we got there.
All 3 of us went in together, and then Hino went and got the other 3. So I guess Monokuma is... If it was Monokuma, that's the only way it could have been the third option. Probably. Makoto making sure he's part of the conversation by going, huh, every 3 voice lines. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words,
By that I mean, there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. Are you going to explain yourself why? So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kiyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case? It's going to be none of the 4, and that's going to be a big, like, I don't even know what else there could be, but, you know.
You know. You know.
Anyway, that's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Let's talk first. I usually like to do that. Get out of the way, and then we can look around.
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away.
He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. Better go before he crushes my soul completely. Bro, you're fine. He said basically nothing. I know we just talked, but for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right? Certainly they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Okay, well, she apparently thinks it's a suicide, because that's clearly what that dialogue indicates. We already know who did it. You are... Okay, guys. You know I love Aoi. I do. I'm taking my glasses off because it's pinching my temple. It's making my eyes hurt. You guys know I love Aoi. You know I do. But, like... Man, she is such a broken record in these trials. Every single trial since the second one. She's been like, it was you. Girl, Aoi's pretty frustrating this chapter. She's pretty frustrating during all investigations, dude. She was the same last chapter. She was just locked onto Hero and wouldn't listen to anything. Girl, please, I am begging. We already know who did it. No, we don't.
Forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hero. It had to be one of them. So you don't even think we already know who did it. How the hell are you going to have the gall to say we already know who did it and then list 3 options? Whatever. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. Well, this is helpful. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. When I saw her again after that, she told me, she said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. See? She goes over and grabs her lip and is like, I told them to meet with me. Sorry, it's a little... I just needed to lighten the mood. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her... this is a nude sprite, I think. Okay, we hear you. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Okay. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Late. But the fact she'd asked those 3 to meet with her. She'd asked them to come to the rec room at noon. The same time and place she ended up dying? Might be good to confirm what I just heard with the 3 of them directly. Hello! Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. This is literally the most awkwardly positioned sprite I've ever seen. You can't even make it look like she's sitting in a chair. Like, what the hell, man? This game confuses me so much. You couldn't have, like, made it look like she's on the same plane as the chair. I don't understand. Whatever. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that was what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she also had vomited blood. There it is. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? And where is the blood? Oh, there it is. The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any injury. Yep. Status of Sakura's body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Maybe her getting hit in the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
What, the body?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree?
No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura's vomited blood... The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Okay, she died while manspreading. It's like the game wants to cover that up. Yeah, what the hell? Someone else did. Someone pushed her legs together before they left. A little handkerchief. This looks like some kind of rapper.
Huh?
Eminem? That's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. It's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really liked them that much?
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Candy. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What is this making me think of? It was some kind of like media franchise that this is like really making me think of. It's just like a hint of it. It's like there was some, I don't know if it was a game or a show or a movie or what. I was really little, I think, when I like saw it. That involved like a bunch of different kinds of candy that had different like wrappers on them, and there was like a polka dot candy and like a candy that had stripes on it and stuff, and they were all like this. It was just like a candy in a wrapper. It's nothing anyone said so far, and I remember whenever I experienced it, it was like very like satisfying. I always wanted the candy. It's not Pokemon. It's not like it's like rare candy or Candy Crush. What is it, man? The closest I can get. It's not Purple Place. The closest I can get, and I can't tell if this is it. It's not giving me an aha, which means I think it isn't it, but it does line up with a lot. Because I also always really wanted the little power-up candies from Mario Party 8, but I don't think that's what I'm thinking of. Just something about the sound effects of buying the candy in Mario Party 8. Like from the shop. I always really wanted. But I don't think that's this. Man. I don't know. I forgot this was empty. Next one. Yeah, I don't know. It's gone. Hopefully it'll occur to me at some point. But it's well down the line. It wasn't just like a... I think that happened to have like a candy in it. It was like some sort of mechanic or part, just some kind of section of it where like different types of candy was like instrumental to everything. I don't know. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Therm, what are you talking about? Are you okay? Yeah. I'll see if it occurs to me. We'll keep you posted. All right. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Oh, it's those bottles from the shelf. The glass is all red. And these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? Yeah, dude. So this must have originally been a bottle. This full discussion is making the YouTube cut, right? Absolutely. Absolutely not. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. Fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure with a little knight piece. Yeah, it's these, you dumb bitch. There's 2 missing. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Yeah, okay, we're missing the queen or we're missing the knight. Inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottles?
So,
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle, but there's no ship, so literally there's no point in me. That was such a stupid, useless thing. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Yeah, it... Okay. This is driving me crazy. Because it's similar to, like... I feel like it was, like, from... It's old. Like, it was, like, something that I experienced when I was really little. Because it was, like... It has the similar effect on my brain that, like, a while ago when I had this image and I had to spend ages, like, going through the files in my brain trying to remember what it was from, and it was, like, cookies. It was, like, sugar cookies. And I was like, I remember there was some game I played when I was little that involved cookies that always looked so appetizing, and I always wanted the cookies, but I was extremely little. And it was those, like... It was the, like, Reader Rabbit game, I think it was called. It was like a rabbit and like a lion or something. It was an old computer game that I played when I was really little. It was about a birthday party. They were having like a birthday party for the lion. I think. Yes, in Reader Rabbit games, especially the Reader Rabbit Thinking Adventure series, our recurring plot point involves throwing a surprise birthday party for Sam the Lion. Yes. Yes, and this is the cookie game. Yes. Okay. It was this one. This one I spent literal... Oh, wait. My green screen's gonna fuck with it. I spent months trying to remember where the, like, this cookie image that was filed away in my brain was from. I played this when I was, like, 5 or 6. It was just like you make cookies in Reader Rabbit. Anyway. That's the one. This isn't the candies thing, but who cares? Okay. Was the minigame in the circus part of Mario Party 8? It was not. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Monokuma bottle has been added to the blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. Bro. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. How do these trials keep getting worse, bro? The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. It definitely wasn't, knowing this game. Also, 2 are missing, so there's still a figure that's out there somewhere. Anybody playing Othello, bruh? Okay, well, there's blood over here, so let's check that out. This is where she threw up, I guess. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Nice. Magazine shelf blood stain has been added to the truth book. Okay. What else is there to look at? The stand itself. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Yeah, what is this? Someone was in the locker with, like, chalk powder. Huh? The locker's open. And there on the inside, it's a handprint?
why?
Did somebody get chloroformed again? Dude, that would actually be really funny. I hope Hiro got chloroformed a second time and put into the locker again. That would be so funny. What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hidden here until the locked door was open? Don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Couldn't have been possible. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh, I do not remember that. Oh, yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have been in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does this handprint mean? Okay. Well, yo! Protein Zyme X. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. She mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. No. But still, this protein can. That was planted, though. That is like textbook planted evidence. It sticks out so much. Yeah, it had to have been planted because it's on top of the glass. Because we broke the glass to get in. So if it was here before we came in, the glass wouldn't be under it. Well, I guess it could have been kicked around. I don't know. It could have been kicked around. But this game doesn't like to do that. That's going to be a plot point. So somebody, I guess, just put it on the ground during the investigation. Or like during when people were coming in. Who planted it? I don't fucking know. Probably Byakuya. He messes with crime scenes literally every chapter. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab has all kinds of health stuff. Oh, we gotta check that place out. She must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
just a second.
But that's strange. Oh, what is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Yeah, okay. Damn it. I thought it was hot shit. They're about to just tell me. Shards of light blue glass. Must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
so,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. This chapter, more than any of the ones before it, I feel like, is really... Like, this feels like a tutorial chapter. They're basically just telling you what happened. There's, like, no room for deduction at this point. I don't understand. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Important clue? I'm not sure I see now. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, what else is there? Oh, the chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Okay, so then it was sealed from inside, and either there's like a special exit, or Sakura put it there. Who knows? Oh, the clock. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon, so roughly an hour ago. Is that when Kiyoko and I were moving alter ego? Hello, bruh. Oh my God, there's still more to look at? Covered all that. I covered the bottle. Okay. I covered the locker, the bloodstain. I looked at the magazine shelf, didn't I? Same shelf full of magazines. Lots of different kind of magazines here. I talked to everybody. I looked at the dead body. I guess I need to talk to everybody again. Oh, the door. This door is the only way out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. Okay, bro. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So, the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Also, that... Whatever. Okay, I'm leaving. Oh. Okay. Bruh! Okay, what do I need to look at? She was the ultimate martial artist, strong... Bro. I've covered everything, I think. Let me talk to everybody one more time.
What?
What do you want bothering me? Oh, here we go. That's right, I forgot. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. That's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
But you're all finished. Oh, if you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. I really wish this dude would stick up for himself even one time. All right, glasses are going back on because my headache went away. Now I'm in smart mode. Now I can do this after every point I make. Yeah, I know my stuff. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I guess. For the most part.
So then
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. Everybody's ordering me around all the time. She's decided. It's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk with the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. My brain read that as Sakura wanted me to meet because I'm so used to this submissive little bitch getting bossed around by everybody all the time. Wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. All right, Makoto. Leave. Jimmy Neutron would have been a much better protagonist. Dude, I would love a brain blast mid-trial. I mean, I guess Hangman's Gambit is about as close as you get to a brain blast, where you go within his own mind. He's like, just sitting there thinking for like 20 minutes. Those other 2 probably went blah, blah, blah. The protagonist in the second game is so much cooler, and Loki actually has a personality. See, everything I'm hearing about that, because that's one of my biggest problems with this game, besides just that the characters you get left with towards the end are such butt cheeks. It's ridiculous. I think the thing that's dragging this game down the most is just how utterly lifeless the main character is. Hajime is the best protagonist. He hates everyone else so bad. See, I love that. I love that. That's what I need. I need a protagonist who's like, shut the fuck up. Y'all are hyping it up too much. 2 isn't that good either. I honestly don't think you'll like the second game. Yeah, I probably won't. Maybe I'll play it, and if I do, it'll be years from now. If these videos like age super well and then just like blow up in the future, then I'll hit it. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Okay. So who do I need to talk to? Hiro and Toko, I guess. We've got Kiyoko. We've got rest in peace, Boo Thing. I miss you. You were so fun, funny, and your voice was fun. Same with you. You were cool and your voice was fun. This is making me so sad. Look at all these cool people who are now dead, who were fun to voice and hang out with. Literally always forget you were in the game. Toko is, the worst. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... Oh, they're just reusing this sprite, I guess.
Who's there?
It's me! Ugh, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you
This dude clearly hasn't watched Aaron Judge in the playoffs. Oh, they're gonna read
So
the
you're
lines.
back to
Thank
normal.
God.
Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
It's over.
Break time's over. Okay. You wanted to talk to me about something? Yeah, sure. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too?
I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I'm having fun seeing y'all try to predict what characters I'm gonna like or not. I'm gonna make note of this. I'm gonna scroll upward. I'm gonna try and keep all this in mind if I ever play it. You probably won't like it, but it is better. You'd hate the second game because of Mikan. You would despise Nagito. It looks like people think I despise every character in the whole game. Feel like he'd hate Gundam. It's a cool name though. Talking about Kaede, but not about me. And you know me just mentioning her. I love Chiaki, but I don't know if he would like her. He'd absolutely despise Teru Teru. Stupid ass name for starters. Looks like you guys think I'll hate all the characters, which is probably a good prediction. Would like Fuyuhiko though, because Baby Gangsta, I'm already interested. Is he like a rapper? Oh, I'd love that if he was like the ultimate SoundCloud rapper. That shit would be really funny. You would love Akane. Please don't play the second game if you don't want to. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I'm not gonna play it until a while down the line. Well, see, this is what this game does to me. I already I want to play it because I want to meet the characters. Because the first like 3 streams are always so much fun. Always. This is the first time I've ever played this game. I say always all the time, but I don't mean it. The first 3 hours are going to be so much fun. First 3 streams even. Basically up until the end of the first case. It would be a great time. It's just like we're going to hit a point where I don't want to play it anymore really fast. He's going to hate soda. Is that someone's name? I feel like you might enjoy Nagito. I have no idea how you'd feel about Nagito, but you'd probably like Gundam. Someone else said I'd hate Gundam. He'd chill with Gundam, I think. Kaede is from the 3rd one? Okay, yeah, we're never getting there. He'd like Peko and Akane. Chiaki is low-key cool. Gundam is silly. I'm guessing you hate Nagito, love Gundam. I think he'd find Gundam slightly annoying, but maybe endearing. The big guy, I forgot his name, and the rock star chick he'd love. Like, there's a rock. Okay, see, this is what this is what happens. Now I just want to like end this series and do the first like 5 hours of that game and then drop it. that would be the dream. You'd like Peko because she's chill. You'd have a good time with Gundam. He's not a rapper, he's an actual mobster. I'm a little disappointed. That's still really funny, though. I like that a lot. I feel like you'd fuck with Soda and Gundam. Interesting. You suffering through 2 would be equally tremendous content. Yeah, honestly, I might just... If these stay doing really well, I'm going to give it a long breather, but I might eventually just start the second one and see where it's going. And if it's going nowhere, I'm going to quit. Danganronpa franchise, among the most exhausting I've ever played, but guilty pleasure, love them. Soda's a goofy ass name, true. Okay. Gundam is like Taka and he has hamsters. I mean, I love Taka. If he's anything like Taka, I'm gonna love him. Because Taka is just kind of funny as hell. All around. Second game keeps more momentum. Some of the silly ones make it for a while. That makes me happy. The second game trials are so stupid. I like that. I love a stupid trial. I heart Mikan, but you'd mega hate her. I can immediately imagine the kind of character she probably is for that line to be true. The image I have in my head, knowing that it's someone who you like but think I'd like really, really hate. And I've seen multiple people say that I would hate this game just for Mikan. She's gonna be like one of those characters who's really like over the top, like quiet, shy girl. Because that's how that always goes. They annoy the hell out of me and everybody else loves them. That's probably who that is. Almost. Okay. Oh, no, Mikon's the worst. Mikon is horrible. You nailed it? Okay. That's just how it always goes. She's extremely over-sexualized. Yeah, I already hate her. Already hate her. Okay. Whatever. Then we're going to just try and like go buck wild through the rest of this game. And then give it a rest. If these videos keep doing well up until the end, then maybe I'll just go into the second game, start it so I can meet the characters and see if I'm vibing with it. And then the second I get bored, I'm done. Okay.
I admit I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Togo claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
With that, Coco quickly retreated into her room. Okay. Togo's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Yay!
Okay. There's Chihiro, miss you. There's Celeste, don't really miss you that much at all. Aoi or whatever. Sakura, you will be missed. That's a cool sprite. Hiro still has the coolest sprite though. Leon I really miss. Leon is low-key like a sleeper top 3 character for me just because of how many funny lines he had, man. He was here for such a short period of time, but I loved, like, half the time his lines were objectively funny. Because he just, like, bullied the weird ones. And that sounds mean, but they were all the bad people. Because he, like, bullied the hell out of Hifumi, and normally I wouldn't support that, but Hifumi sucked. I miss you, Leon. Yeah, I mean, Hiro objectively has the coolest door sprite. All right, Hiro. I pressed the doorbell. Is he even here? And after a few seconds, oh, he's here.
know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, man. What's up, man? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you?
But
I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course.
But didn't she write you a note?
Yeah, a note
How about that?
she gave to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing.
I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. It looks like an ad started, so we're gonna pause.
Bird break! Bird break! I'll see you guys in like...
Oops.
I'll see you guys in like 3 minutes.
All right, beasts. I ate some salt and vinegar chips. Found out that I have a tiny cut on my lip because it was burning. Let me get some water.
Okay.
Pause for our video. I've been talking for ages about I've been complaining about how I never know what to do with my hair, and I've never put any effort into it. I've just been going to the same person since I was literally 3 because I'm just too scared to go to a new barber, and I've never known how to actually be stylish. I'm gonna finally pull the trigger this time. My hair's getting long. It's time for a cut. I'm booking an appointment, a consultation appointment with a stylist, and I'm gonna finally have someone tell me what I should do with my hair. Finally. I'm gonna say like what because I don't, every time I try to look stuff up, they're like, well, it depends on what's your face shape, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. And then they were like, well, use an online tool, and I uploaded a picture of myself, and it was like indeterminate, and I was like, okay. So like, and I uploaded 2 pictures. It was like, in this picture you have oval face, and this one you have square face. I was like, cool, thanks guys, I give up. So I'm just gonna go, and they're gonna tell me what I should do with my hair. It's awesome. It's very exciting stuff. Yeah. I want to be more stylish, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna once I get my AdSense on the 20th, I'm gonna buy some clothes, new clothes, and I really want to get my tattoo, but I keep forgetting. So that's gonna happen at some point. I need to do research about where I might want to get it, because I already know what I want to get, and where my body I want to get it. I just need to do research, artist-wise. As I've discussed, I want 2 crows on my left bicep, right around here, about short sleeve height, so that if I was wearing a longer t-shirt, it would cover about half of it. I want 2 crows right there. So that's the plan. It'll be my very first tattoo. You gonna get new glasses? No, these work fine. They're just blue light, so I never wear glasses outside of streaming and editing. So I don't wear them that often, so I'm sticking with these until they literally fall apart. They're comfortable. They work. Will the crows be kissing? No, those be flying around each other. What style? I actually have a picture saved on my phone because I kind of want it to look somewhat like a charcoal drawing, but all black, all filled in, not like a line tattoo. Let me find the picture. This is kind of my reference point. It's like this kind of style. More kind of charcoal-y. And oops. Awesome. I forget this problem was happening for a really long time. And I never... okay. It was... A Danganronpa stream was the last time this glitch happened. Anyway, that's what I'm going for. Dude loves crows? Yeah, I love crows. Try again. Wait for it. There we go. This. Crow. Kind of like a charcoal drawing. And 2 of them on my arm. I love crows. Okay, I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way. I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
Do I still have it? Let's see. He was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore.
The big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. A candy.
Huh?
Ah! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, it's just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went.
So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. This is the joke they love to do with Hiro. He didn't do it. He did not do it. He thinks he did it, and he didn't do it. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that that's all there was to it. All right, new theory. That's what the head wound is. The head wound is Hiro hitting her, thinking she was gonna kill him, because he always thinks everyone's gonna kill him. Hiro hit her over the head with a glass thing. It shattered. He thought he killed her and ran. And still thinks he killed her and didn't. Whatever, like, thing made her vomit blood is what actually killed her. That seems to tie everything together the most. Pocket trash has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I just don't understand, like, how the poison, like, how, I don't know. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, maybe I should find more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. Yeah, let's hit the... Hello? Oh, did my mouse die? My mouse died. Man, everything really went left in this last hour. Let's see. Get my charger. Good God. Good God, I meant to say. I couldn't decide whether to say goddamn or good God, so I said good God. All right. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? The chem lab, dog. I love chemistry. Yay! Let's move it, baby. I forgot I can fast travel. Where's the chem lab? Is it on the 4th floor or the 3rd one? 4th floor. Control, class 4A, chem lab. Here we go. Chemistry. All right. Let's get after it. Chem A2. More like Chem A2. Bless you. Yeah, man. Oh, shit. There's pollen on the ground. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab, too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. It's not, actually. All right, well, you're fucking crazy. I'm going to talk to him again. Let's check out the big-ass thing over here. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Also, the giant pile of shit on the ground. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Yeah, somebody did. All right, well, let's look at just the powder first. It's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. Better not leave a footprint. Can we do some testing to figure out what that is, please? There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Probably not, honestly. Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, the room wasn't like this. Then, this powder must have been spilled.
In other words...
That's right. Could have only been spilled around the time of the incident.
That really is when it happened. It must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Fire. On this shelf is... One look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit, Section C. Bitch, you couldn't gather that from the big-ass C on the outside? What is wrong with you? That's what clued you in? Are you dumb? So on this shelf is... Looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. So I guess they're putting hazardous stuff in C, utility stuff in B, and then like over-the-counter stuff in A, probably.
They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction.
Anything is a fucking reagent, dude. Even the dangerous stuff.
Have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical applications in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser.
That's actually, I like that. You should call people loser more.
Which I suppose suits you well.
I didn't even say that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit Section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. I can give Byakuya a little grace, because if I was also in the same room as this dude, I'd lose my fucking mind. Let's see, what's on this shelf? Okay, C9 is over here for no reason. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf, because it said A2 on it. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number, so I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section A, except that one. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? Just try and find out more about this shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Yes, dude. Jesus Christ. Footprints. Why are they like that? Why did you... It's like you walked up to it and then put one foot this way, and then there's one this way for some reason, and that way, and then one going back, and then no more. Camera died. This means it's overheating. I feel like, if I remember correctly, I just need to plug it into a different USB thing. Huh. Well, we're going to put a Band-Aid on it. We're going to keep this turning it off and back on for the rest of the stream. Fix it for real, for real. All right, well, let's look at the footprints now, I guess. These are footprints? They're only in front of the left shelf.
How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
By we, do you mean me?
How kind of you to offer.
With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop, chop.
Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I drawn up a sketch of the room. Good job, Makoto. Good job. Good job. So how's this?
Not bad. Fuck you, I mean.
That is literally how I read that. For me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight for that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
So I think this is all a setup. It's supposed to be staged to look like the person came back and then put the poison into cabinet A. But it's definitely all like set up. It's all staged.
These footprints must be.
Possible.
Makoto, are they yours?
No!
What?
Okay. Then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
Oh, so that's your game. I would love if this whole setup in the chem lab, the whole murder even, was just a ploy for him to get his hands on my shoes. He's like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill Sakura, and then I'm going to put something from the chem lab there, so he has to come to the chem lab. Then I'm going to put footprints in the powder, so he has to give me his shoes. It's the perfect crime. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said.
I see. Your feet do appear to be too big.
Interesting.
Can I have a smell, please? Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately.
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to.
Okay, then you give me your shoe. Then these prints are really a valuable clue. Should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Yeah, we covered this. Based on the positioning of the footprints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. The powder is definitely not poison. The powder looks like protein powder. So it's probably like this, whatever was in the C4 bottle was either used or it was empty or something. And then it was replaced with protein powder, broken, stepped all over. Who gives a shit? According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Okay. Why are they so clear? Already taking a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Okay. I'll go back. Oh wait, Rec Room was on the second floor or the third one? Third one, that's right, because it was chapter 3 was the Rec Room chapter. Rec Room. Yup. Hey guys. Me again.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? It's good. I told Kiyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
That was hard for me to say. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Okay. Sakura's body. According to Kiyoko, there's still something to be discovered. There's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kiyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Yeah, because she's the ultimate detective, as I've been saying since the first stream, bro. At least I certainly hope so. More importantly, look here. Her shoes?
Correct.
She has tiny little baby feet. Oh my god, her tiny little baby feet. Little baby. You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yeah.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
That I cannot believe that actually ends up supporting. Because when I said that thing about Hiro hit her over the head and ran and thinks that he did it, I was like, I guess that debunks the idea that Hina thinks she did it. Now it could be both. If it's 2 blows to the head, that would actually be funny. I would give them props because that would be a really funny dynamic in the trial. If we'd have to talk 2 separate people off the ledge from thinking that they did it and be like, you didn't do it. You're innocent. Don't worry. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Thanks, Kyoko. Kyoko's examination summary's been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Can't believe she was able to learn all that from just looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kiyoko could have pulled that off. Oh, that Kiyoko. Okay, this... What else did you guys look at? The magazines and the bottles? Kiyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Hello, clue. Huh? This magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. That was an extremely Summer Sweetheart line of dialogue. The clue. That was extremely Summer Sweetheart. Give me the same vibes as the woo toot toot. Picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. It says Toko on it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. It said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kiyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Oh my god. Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Christ on a cross, Hina. You are frustrating sometimes. All right, the bottles. I think Yoko said you found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation. Hey, Kiyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. I actually like that point. I've been more and more chill with the idea of, like, you don't have to tell me, Kiyoko. Because for a while I was like, just fucking tell me if you know it. But that I actually do support. Because if the whole game revolves around suspicion and that anyone could have done it, it is harmful to have one person run the show. So that much I agree on. Makoto should come to his own conclusions. But Christ, man, it is a tough watch, dude. Wow. It's not because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle. Dude, there's two missing, you fucking idiot. There's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get all the smaller pieces, too. Huh? You sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. Fuck! Camera's gone. I can't talk and my camera went out. Off. Back on. While I'm gone, try and gather up all the glass. With that, Kiyoko left the room. Oh, now it's offline. Hold on. There we go. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all that. She's going to weigh them, is what she's going to do. Which is like... Why do we need... I guess, no, it's smart, because we need to know that it was broken as well. Okay. She's going to weigh them and be like, oh my gosh, interesting. All the pieces weigh the same as 2 bottles. And Makoto's going to be like, 2 bottles? Why? Like, because 2 of them broke, you fucking idiot. You couldn't figure that out from the fact that 2 are missing? I guess one of them could just not have been broken and just pilfered. So, yeah. This is a good experiment to do. Shout out Kiyoko. Just as I finished up. Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Look at her confident-ass smile. This is 3rd grade science, Makoto. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare... All right, well, clearly this scale isn't reliable because, look, the needle's already off. It's not taired properly. Why are we using a broken scale? First, let's compare the weights of the 2 normal Monokuma bottles. Okay. It's balanced.
In other words...
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight. I mean, imperfections, but not enough for it to be noticeable. It's true. The difference is negligible.
So then...
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
Then.
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible? I got it. They must be waterlogged. Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
Hey.
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. The broken bottle was fat. It's all the oils from people touching it. Yes! Oh my god! We're getting to the trial, and there's only a half hour left in stream. God damn it. It's finally happening. Oh my god, I'm so grateful. That was like by far the shortest investigation
You
yet.
caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Vibes.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Oh,
Bitch! Alright. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen.
Okay.
Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after the other. And then...
The ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the...
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD.
This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
That's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. Oh, I see you all down there. I'm dancing. I'm doing a little dance.
What in the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Camera's gone. Okay, we're just doing no camera for the rest. I can't take this anymore. Sorry. I'll fix it. This happened at one of the previous streams, and then I fixed it. It's just I need to just put it in a different USB slot. It's in like an outdated one, I think. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Oh, I accidentally opened the program on my computer. Sorry, everybody. Because there can be no doubt. One of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. Oh my god. And that person is here? That person's one of us? Okay. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. What? I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. Clunk, clunk. Clunk, clunk. It fell lower and lower. And as suddenly as always, there's only 6 people, dude. About to be 5. That is crazy. The ride was over. Did they say how many people you end with? Was it like 2? The doors opened once again. I mean, 2 would make the most sense. Because 3 is like the absolute minimum you could have a trial with.
Just as sexy, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely.
You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left.
I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to the end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
All right, bro. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly gentleman. A deadly gentleman. I'm ready. Overwrite it. I forgot about skills, bro. I legit lost in thought. Increases the time limit. Sure, why not? Who cares? Downshift. Reduces your aim speed. I don't want that. I want better aim speed. That's literally... Okay. Let's do it. Let's get after it, baby.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Turning up the audio because it's more important for the trial.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Yeah, I've been
I'll
here.
punish
I've been
We
here.
already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
Girl, we do not.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
All right, so I guess this is open and shut. Not only is this a horseshit argument, you don't even know. It's still 3 people.
Idiot.
Yeah, I agree.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No way.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer. She must have some reason for believing that. All right, let's get after it. How many times did the voice actor laugh recording that? All right, Aoi's account. What the hell is Aoi's account? I don't remember. We'll figure it out.
It was one of you.
Girl.
One of you killed Sakura.
No.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
I don't remember the controls.
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that
Okay.
it? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, what was that? Oh,
That's the
did
only
it say fart in the
reason you have for
background?
accusing us?
I thought it said
That's
fart.
low. That's about as
Low as you can get.
Oh, okay. Aoi's account was about the letters she gave. Okay, gotcha.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do
Because
You guys sound so
you
silly.
hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Bitch!
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong! Break.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
I don't know. I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Alright, that got us absolutely nowhere. Pocket trash. Oh yeah, Hiro, you had garbage in your pocket, baby. You've incriminated yourself.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious.
Oh, I'm on your face.
One of you is absolutely guilty.
Oh, she's shaking! Look, I scared
I
her.
don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Okay. Hero's
I
gonna say,
didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
yeah. Idiot.
No, that's wrong.
Idiot. Idiot.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember?
And then you screamed like crazy.
It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Oh, you know. Oh, you know, Hiro. You know what you did! Just leap over the table, start throttling him, grab him by his collar.
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from
God,
the
she
candy I
is
gave
so
Sakura.
slow on the uptake.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy.
Oh, we know, girl. We know. Yeah, dude, that will always be in my head. I'm so glad that's gonna end up going down as like potentially my most iconic line delivery in the history of the channel. Awesome. Okay.
So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
But why?
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
Oh, Aoi actually, I'm glad you're playing this right, Aoi. You're making him say something before you reveal your information, so you can form a contradiction. Good job, Aoi.
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Fool. What here said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is when Sakura got the candy.
I got it!
What?
I'm not sure
What
about
the
that,
hell was
Hiro.
that? So, okay, allow me to summarize. Makoto said, Sakura could have only gotten the candy after this. So, and then you have to pick the option that's just when Sakura got the... He already said that. What was the point of that?
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office.
God,
so
your
if that
voice.
was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Legit so punchable.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
This is ridiculous.
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostile.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Okay, so you're the one who wrote Toko in the book.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
I'm talking about her shining message.
What a shining message you
At
can
the
be.
scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true.
I
saw
think
it
I
for
do really
myself.
like Hiro.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on.
Hiro's taking center stage in this trial, man. He deserves
When did you
it.
see that dying message?
He got
of
put
hers?
through absolute hell in chapter 3 for no reason.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very
I was gonna
adamant
say,
about
you never
keeping you
looked
away
at
from
it.
the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. When Kiyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the shelf.
I got it! Kiyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
Oh! Truth nuke! Kiyoko, back me up! It was in the shelf on it, right? This is critical evidence.
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it.
This is awesome!
I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's
Wow.
true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
No!
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kiyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. I'm gonna shoot him with the truth. All right, here we go. Magazine dying message. It says Toko on
I
it.
can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Okay.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Yo.
I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I
Yeah.
found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Yeah.
When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Oh, I gotta do that. I forgot about the absorb bullet thing.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body.
And I can tell you when
I found that
it was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was
Oh no, I
discovered.
gotta use. I'm an idiot. I'm a
And I can tell
dumbass.
you
I gotta
when
use on the
It
shelf.
was only I found the
Magazine tucked away on the
I don't know the
magazine
rules.
shelf.
when I pulled it out.
What's your problem?
I'm
What
glad
said
I
makes
equipped the
total
extra
sense.
time thing. My brain shut down on this one.
I can tell you exactly
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Fuck! I keep
No, that's wrong.
I keep mixing up the buttons. Sorry guys, I had a little trouble with that one.
When
I love
Sakura's
that like
body
they're all
was found,
talking and like
that
5 separate
magazine
times
was
he's like
sitting on the shelf
he's like
nearby.
rubbing his temple and he's like, okay, can we just one more? Can everyone say again? Just do it again, do it again, do it again. Hold on. hold on. Yes.
That's where Kiyoko found it. After we'd begun the investigation.
It's
and
true.
You weren't at the murder scene. So there's no way you could have seen it then.
Fumbling with the safety on his gun. he like drops it and all the bullets. He's like, oh, wait.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Or did you write
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, Can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Ogre?
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
You know what? I was doubting you, but I'm coming around on Hero. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. All right, guys. Why isn't it playing the trial music? Oh, it's because it's the moment of truth. This is the dumbest game in the whole world.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
Wait, how do you
The
reload?
occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Tab.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
This one's impossible and the time's negative because the timing is
I'm at
off
least
fundamentally.
30% right. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
I didn't even read what I said. It's so bright.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Why is that?
Because if you look
Oh,
at it,
yeah.
the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Oh, I forgot.
Say what?
Then who did write it?
Hero, you
Hero
stupid
could very
moron.
well have written it himself. That would explain
God.
how he knew about the message in the
All
first
the
place.
respect to Hero for trying to throw Toko under the bus because she sucks. I do like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
It's true.
Why would you write something like that?
Because Toko sucks.
Because I killed her!
I cannot believe how short into the trial he immediately just folded.
Please, just let me explain what happened.
Okay.
I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked?
Boy, don't cut in. We're getting helpful
When I
information.
got there,
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in
That's
awkward
nice.
silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I
What?
heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
Oh, he misunderstood. She meant the mastermind. Or herself. Hard to tell.
So of course I freaked out, and then
Is this not exactly what I said when we were at his door? That he misinterpreted something, panicked, thought she was going to kill him, and then hit her in the head? Yep.
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
She absolutely could have avoided that if she wanted to. She just tanked it.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
So I did absolutely nothing and then confessed.
So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
That drawing is great. The drawing is great, but I'm more laughing at his little drawing to the left right now. He's got the eyebrows where he's like, The one raised eyebrow is so funny.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
I really like Hero.
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
That's what he
You
said
ready
by
to vote
roast
now,
me,
right?
boil me.
We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
Literally the whole poison shit. All of the chem lab stuff. The container. the blood near the magazine, the fact that she threw up blood.
And until we figure that part out,
The
we can't
chair
consider
propped
the
against the
case closed.
door. Literally everything. So what is it that Hero did that doesn't make sense? Why didn't he use Sakura's finger? I mean, that's just common sense. Oh, I just panicked. Okay.
Shoot!
Just embarrassed myself. Kyoko says that Hero did something with the message that doesn't make sense if he's trying to blame Toko. What do you guys have to write in the message? Oh yeah, the magazine was hidden.
I got it!
You put it back in the
That's
shell.
true. Everything you just said.
That it does
It
make
doesn't
sense.
explain why the magazine was hidden.
Because
does
yeah,
it?
if you wanted us to find the dying message, you would have put it in a more obvious spot.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf.
Shoot, I got it!
Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
It's true.
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the
true.
crime.
It's true.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least
This is
one
where we're
other
going, not the
person
fact
was
that
in
this
the
doesn't
rec
touch on
room
any of the
both
poison
before
or the
and
locked door or
after
the chem
incident.
lab or fucking anything.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't like what had been written.
I got it! It had to be Toko,
It
right?
was you!
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Oh god, it's this is what I knew was gonna happen. Every individual person is gonna
Why would I
confess.
have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hero
No.
just admitted it.
He's stupid.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not
God,
where
this
this
is so
case
dumb.
ends.
I actually really
What do
like
you
this.
mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
This is the kind of stupid shit that I wanted this game to lean into more. With the way the art's directed and the dialogue and everything like that, everything's very tongue-in-cheek and over the top. So I've been wanting them to lean into like this kind of thing, because this is so much more fun. Instead, it's just like baby's first common sense. It's like you're actually watching like 5 separate people completely come undone and think they did it and all be wrong. This is just more fun. I'm enjoying this.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time.
Yeah.
If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Legitimately have no idea where this is going. This is the first time I've felt totally clueless about how this is gonna end. Where this is gonna end up. So the ones who was like obviously I will say, like the second case, the Mondo thing was a total blindside. But I could tell like how things were gonna proceed. And then with like the first and the third, it was like immediate, like it's gonna be this person, it's obvious. But this one, like I legit have no idea.
So
I'm still saying
what do you want me to
Byakuya.
do?
I'm still saying Byakuya is the bad boy.
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
Man, your head really looks like an ass,
I
dude.
don't really see why, but okay.
Let it fly, brother. We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. Okay. Assassin Sakura's body, yellow powder, Kyoko's examination summary. She was hit
I
twice.
didn't want to, but
So that's
I did
part
it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
I trust.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong.
Must be fun going in blind. Yeah, this is why it's blowing my mind that people replay this game.
If Sakura
Seriously.
died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
Oh!
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
I do.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2
Dog.
wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She
Just
was
2 of them were
attacked
smashed.
twice with 2 Monokuma
Wow.
bottles?
I see. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been waiting for. Okay, this has been my least favorite chapter in terms of pre-trial content because there was basically none of interest. But in terms of like the case itself, this is my favorite one yet. By a lot. Because it's like leaning so far into the slapstick shit. And I love it. The fact that 2 separate people panicked and hit her over the head with the same object twice, and that they both probably think that they did it, is awesome. I like that. It's a funny concept, and they should lean more into tongue-in-cheek shit, because they keep taking themselves too seriously in all the trials. Same voice actor for Adrian from MLB Baseball. Major League Baseball.
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the
It's fucking neither
Monokuma
of them, bro.
bottles
It's Hina. It
themselves.
has to be. I really do think that they are going to kill Byakuya. Because I actually, the more I think about it, I don't think it's going to be Hina, because I think they want to have Chapter 5 be like a big character arc type thing for Hina, where she has to keep going after Sakura dies. So I don't think it's Hina. Anyway.
There's something very suspicious
God.
about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf.
Wait, who has the
right?
same voice actor as Eren Yeager? And Adrian from what I can only see as Major League Baseball? Makoto. Really? Damn, I've been meaning to watch Attack on Titan. I guess I just won't watch the dub because I hate this dude's voice. Miraculous Ladybug. Oh, I see. Gotcha.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That's right, girl. Yes,
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
Yes.
For
But there
now,
were 2.
just note that there were 4 intact
miraculous
bottles
labia
and
bug.
1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The chess piece is gonna be Hangman. It's gonna be Hangman. Oh my fucking god. Chess piece. How do you do it? I don't remember. I need the letter C. There we go. Christ, bro.
Now I understand.
That was awesome!
That's it. The chess pieces.
But can you spell chess piece? That's really funny. That is basically what that game is. That's it, the chess pieces. Oh, he said it. I forgot. We're in trial.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
Yep.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Very good.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
And I usually do.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
The queen is
In
missing.
chess,
The queen is missing. The queen is missing. I'm skipping
What
this.
was-
I'm skipping this. I'm sorry, guys, but
And on
like,
the ground.
Oh, so
there
the
we go.
queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene. Well, one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Thank you, Thing. No problem, guys.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is
And I
connected to this
have
case.
the experiments to prove it.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing was broken?
I got it! The bottle must have been...
We're done. Okay, let's save real fast. We just hit another ad break, so I'm leaving. Okay, I did. All right, return to the main menu. Oops. All right. Oh my. Well, we've hit the 3-hour mark. So Tuesday, ideally, will be the final stream of Chapter 4. If we go all 3 hours and the chapter's still going, I'll go long. But this was a significant improvement on the last Danganronpa stream where I played for like an hour and a half total. I like actually played the game this time, so that's good. All right, beasts. It's been just such a pleasure as always. And I'll catch y'all on the flip flop. Baby? Okay, I'll see you on Sunday. I love you.